Hello, and welcome back to StorySky English, your place for learning English through simple and interesting historical stories. In today's video, we travel back more than 500 years to a time of wars, kingdoms, and powerful rulers. We will learn about a real historical figure whose life was full of conflict and difficult decisions. Some people remember him as a protector of his land. Others remember him as a very strict and feared ruler. His name is Vlad the Impaler, and later his story would inspire the famous legend of Dracula. But today we will focus on the real history, not the myth. So listen carefully and enjoy learning English through history. Let's begin. Vlad was born in the year 1431 in a region called Transylvania. At that time, Europe was not peaceful. Many kingdoms were fighting for land and power. Wars were very common and life was not safe. Vlad was born into a noble family. His father was part of a military group called the Order of the Dragon. This group was created to protect Europe from the Ottoman Empire. Because of this, his father was called Vlad Dracul. In Old Language, Dracul meant dragon. So Vlad became known as Vlad Dracula, meaning the son of Dracul. When Vlad was still young, something very difficult happened. He and his brother were sent away as hostages to the Ottoman Empire. This was a political decision to ensure their father stayed loyal. During this time, Vlad lived far from his home and family. He learned new languages. He learned military skills. But he also lived under strict control. Many historians believe this time changed his personality deeply. When he finally returned home, he was no longer the same child. After returning, Vlad found his country in chaos. His father had been killed. His older brother was also gone. Now many groups were fighting for the throne. In those days, becoming a ruler was very dangerous. Power was taken by force, not by voting. Vlad had to fight many battles to survive. After many years of struggle, he became the ruler of Wallachia. But he understood one important idea. In a dangerous world, power must be protected. Vlad believed that fear could control people. He thought that if people were afraid, they would not betray their leader. Because of this, he used very harsh punishments. The most famous one was impalement. This was a very cruel method of execution used at that time. Historical sources confirmed that Vlad used this punishment, but the exact number of victims is still unknown. His actions created fear across the region. News about him spread across Europe. Many people began to see him as a very dangerous ruler. In 1462, a powerful army led by the Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II attacked Wallachia. This army was much larger than Vlad's forces. A direct battle would have been very difficult to win. So Vlad used a different strategy. He used fear as a weapon. As the Ottoman army advanced, they saw a shocking scene. Thousands of bodies placed on wooden stakes across the land. This created fear and confusion in the enemy army. Some historical records say this was one of the most shocking moments in medieval warfare. But the exact details are still debated by historians. After these events, people began to tell many stories
about Vlad. Some stories said he was extremely cruel. Other stories said he was protecting his country from invasion. The truth is more complex. He may have been both a strong leader and a harsh ruler at the same time. History often shows that people are not simply good or bad. They are shaped by the time they live in. Later in his life, Vlad continued to fight for power. But his rule did not last forever. In 1476, he died during a battle. The exact details of his death are not fully clear. Some stories say his head was sent to the Ottoman Sultan as proof. After his death, his name slowly became part of history. But his story did not end there. More than 400 years later, an Irish writer named Bram Stoker created a famous novel called Dracula. He used the name of Vlad for his vampire character. But this character was not real. It was a story inspired by history and imagination. From that moment, Vlad became known worldwide as Dracula, a symbol of mystery, fear, and legend.